All I wanted was one good Dynasty League. But the more I joined, the more I realized I might be in too deep. This is the rabbit hole. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Hutch with another episode of the Dynasty Diaries. I was trying to build my own league so I can finally have a start to finish team where I get to actually do the startup draft. But what happened while I was trying to build that, as I was showing you guys last time, that I had run into that find a league to join button. So then you got that find a league to join. I ended up getting into my first startup league. Let's take a look. Chaplain Green Fun. Let's go look at the draft, how it went. So this is my first draft that I ever did. And one of my friends had told me about Keep Trade Cut. A lot of people don't like Keep Trade Cut. I'm not sure why, but I guess I know why. I guess I can see both sides of the story. It's just when people try to trade, they won't make a trade unless Keep Trade Cut says, it's a good trade, instead of putting their own opinion on top of using those kind of sites to come with the trade. So my first startup draft, I have the number 4 pick, and since I was a beginner, I was using Keep Trade Cut rankings to get a baseline of how dynasty players are ranked. And they had Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, and Lamar Jackson ranked in back in February, they were the top 3 players. So at the 4 spot, I'm sitting there, and then Patrick Mahomes goes at the 3. So I'm easily taking Lamar Jackson there. So it goes back, second pick. I'm going Brian Thomas. I'm high on Brian Thomas, and I love my receivers. This is when I first got introduced to. Everybody always say 3RR, 3RR. I'm like, what the hell is a 3RR? It's a third round reversal. So at the end of the second round, it goes all the way back to the 12, and they pick at the 1. So after the reversal, I take my boy Rashee Rice. And the 4th, I take my boy Michael Penix. Might be a little early for some people, but this is my first draft ever. I'm hyped. I'm getting my guy. I'm taking Michael Penix. You could take Murray, Goff, or Purdy, personal preference, but I'm believing Michael Penix. I feel like he's going to take that step this year. So watch out. So then comes back around. I'm thinking T. Higgins, probably this whole round, thinking T. Higgins. And the guy before me, I think, traded up and took T. Higgins. So then when I'm on the clock, I have no idea what to do. Kind of got caught. And then get that message button. Someone wants to send me a trade. What is that trade? So in the trade, he offers me a 2026 first, the 912 and the 1412 for my 504 and the 1404. Since it's my first time, I'm like, man, that first round pick looks good, and I don't know who to take, so I accept the trade. Looking back at it and just knowing now, I probably would have tried to get more than that. But probably at that time, I probably put it in on Keep Trade Cut, and it said it was fair, and I just took it. But he takes Chris Olave in that spot, and then when it comes back around, I take Jordan Addison, the receiver. And you see these kickers on here, but they're actually not kickers. They're actually placements for the rookie draft. So if you took the 5th kicker, you'd be picking in the first round, the 5th pick, and so on. So I take my first kicker in the 7th. because I think I was thinking Jameis Williams or Xavier Worthy, and then they both went. So then I take another kicker, end up taking Chris Godwin in the ninth. My guy, Cortland Sutton in the 10th. Chig, another kicker. Jalen Warren. There's my pick down here. I took Rico Dowdle because I was hoping the Cowboys would re-sign him and he'd be the starting running back. But we all know what happened with that now. Plays for the Panthers. Another kicker, and so on and so forth. My first Dynasty draft down. But one thing I did do after a couple weeks in this league, I actually ended up making a trade. Let's peep that trade real quick. Filter, game type, trade. I traded Lamar Jackson. I actually traded Lamar for Trevor Lawrence, a 2026 first and the 102 in the upcoming 2025 draft. I made that trade because I felt Trevor Lawrence is going to have a rebound year with a new offensive-minded coach, and pairing him with Brian Thomas and extra first next year, I just couldn't pass up. So then the rookie draft comes, and then that sound makes me feel like I'm about to start drafting. I don't need that sound in my life. So I take Marion Hampton at the 102. At the 109, I take Colston Loveland. 111, Caleb Johnson. In the second round, Tootin, Jaden Blue, Mason Taylor. Get my boy Shadur Sanders in the third. Jordan James, Will Howard. Not too bad, rookie draft. Let's take a look at the team. Michael Penix, Marion Hampton, Chuba Hubbard, Rashee Rice, Chris Godwin, Loveland, Jordan Addison, my boy Cortland Sutton, Brian Thomas, with Trevor Lawrence. I like to put the receiver next to the QB, like I'm gonna get extra points or something, but that's just what I do. Bench, got a couple young QBs, couple young backs. Not too bad for my first rookie draft. Then I got 3 firsts next year. Not too bad. Let's see. So during redrafts, you got all these apps and websites that give you a kind of like a power rankings of what they think of your team. In Dynasty, they have a ton of those. Let's see what we got. I know those things, they don't really tell the story of how the season is gonna go, but people like to look at those things, give you something to look at while you're trying to kill time until the season starts. So we got Chaplain Green League. Let's see what they got to say about my first Dynasty team I put together. They got me at the 3, saying my team is frisky. I'm not sure what their version of frisky means, but that's not too bad for my first draft. Got sitting at the 3. Doesn't really tell me what's going to happen during the season, but I mean, if they think it's cool, I already thought it was cool. Flock Fantasy, another site that gives you a league overview. They also got me at the 3 spot, which is cool. Hyping me up. Keep Trade Cut also has one. They got me at the 4 spot. They got say my QBs are a 10, my running backs are a 2, wide receivers 7, tight ends 6, and my picks, because I got those 3 first. The 27 first collector probably got a whole bunch of picks, is why he's sitting a little higher than me. But that's all right. After that startup, I ended up still trying to create my league, still putting the people together. But then, I was playing around in that search, find a league to join button. And of course, I was in that rabbit hole. So I end up getting in another league called We Shouldn't, or We Shouldn't. We said we wouldn't do another. I never said I wouldn't do another, so I ended up doing one. Let's take a look at that draft. So in this draft, I'm sitting at the 10 spot. So when it comes to me at the 10, I'm probably thinking Bijan or Malik Neighbors. And in the past draft, the one I just showed you guys, the guy at the 12 spot actually ended up going Bijan and Gibbs. And I was thinking like, dang, that's kind of a cool double RB start. So then I'm like, if the 2-3 comes and Gibbs is there, I'm probably going to take him. So I end up taking Bijan and Gibbs. So I have that hardcore running back start right there. And according to Keep Trade Cut, those backs are in the top 8. So, I mean, that's why I ended up taking them. And also my personal preference, they're ballers. Third round reversal comes. I take Drake London. Drake London usually goes at the end of the second round. So I felt that was good value taking him there. On the reversal, I'm just staring at it. I'm like, if these receivers go, I'm probably going to take my boy Penix. And then I'm on the spot, pairing Penix with London and also Bijan. Second startup draft ever. I'm getting my guy. So I end up taking Penix there. And then the fifth, I take JJ McCarthy. So I go the second year QB duo. We got the young bucks running the squad. So then the picks go. At the sixth turn, receivers start to go. Jacobs goes. Kickers start to go off. I pulled the trigger on Jameson Williams at the 6:10. And then I come back around and grab a kicker. And all this drafting is like new to me, but I'm building experience as we go because I think I have both these drafts literally going at the exact same time. I end up going Geno, get a third QB, kicker. I think somebody comes up and tries to grab that spot because I'm still new to the game and I don't know if I was comfortable enough trying to, send out trades my own self. So I was trying to learn and do that kind of stuff before I actually made a trade. I'm pretty sure he came and to grab somebody. I don't think I traded out the spot. So yeah, I traded out the spot. He gave me a 1304, 1404, 1604, and 26 third for the 1210, the 1510, and the 1710. Looking back at it now, I don't even know if I would have actually made the trade. I just, I'm a lot more knowledgeable after doing 40 drafts than doing my second startup draft. But he takes Likely there. Comes back around. I end up taking Jatavian Sanders. I'm pretty high on Jatavian Sanders in year 2 with Bryce Young, the way he looked at the end of last year. They got more weapons now. So if he can stay healthy, I think it'll be a nice pickup. Jordan Travis goes. I take Debo. I think this is when Debo was still on San Fran, but in the 14th round, I thought it was a good shot. Oh, and I have 2 picks that round, actually. So I take Cedric Tillman and then Jatavian Sanders. Comes back to Debo. I end up taking Stephon Diggs. This is still when he was hurting. Not hurt. I mean, he was hurt, but he was in Houston before we know he plays for the Patriots. Take Rashad Bate. I don't take Rashad Bateman. I'm looking at someone else's. I take Christian Kirk, and then Deontay Johnson, then just taking guys down there. So let's take a look at the rookie draft. There's that sound again. So at the 107, I take Quinshon Judkins. And the rookie mocks, he usually goes right there. So wasn't really going to take anyone else but him unless someone else dropped to me there. In the second round, I take Matthew Golden. I felt that was a good value there. Ended up taking Jaden Blue in the third, Dylan Sampson, Woody Marks, Jordan James, and DJ Giddens. I like to take shots on running backs late in these rounds instead of wide receivers because listening to all these guys talking about dynasty, the odds of landing a running back in the later rounds is very higher than getting a QB or a wide receiver. You usually want to take wide receivers in the first, early second to have the odds of them actually hitting. Let's take a look at the team. Michael Penix, Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs, Drake London, Debo, plays for Washington now. Got my guy Jerry Jeudy. Dang, did I miss Jerry Jeudy in the draft? But Jatavian Sanders, Quinshon Judkins, Cortland Sutton, James Williams, JJ McCarthy, Gino on the bench, a couple of young guys, Cedric Tillman, Matthew Golden, DK, Christian Kirk. Got all my picks, a couple of young backs. Anything I would do with this team is probably try to get another star wide receiver in there. But I mean, it's a cool start for now. Let's see what these sites got to say about my teams. But I do need to go grab some details from this league to put it in on Keep Trade Cut. So I'm 2 drafts in, got 2 startups going. I'm probably super hyped now. Can't complain. We said we wouldn't do another. Y'all said, I didn't say. I'm 40 deep now. I'm already signed in. I'm not sure why I'm doing that. Power rankings. Oh! They got your boy at the 1? How am I a fraud at the 1? That's disrespectful. I wish they had like a legend somewhere that said like their meaning of fraud, and maybe if you're a member, they actually tell you that. Leave a comment down below if you're actually a subscriber to Dynasty Daddy and they actually have a legend that tells you what frisky and fraud and rebuilding is instead of people trying to guess what it is. But I'll take that. The 1, I mean, second league. Let's see what Flock has to say. We said we wouldn't do another. Flock got me at the 2 spot. Not bad. Not bad. Man, second league. I'm coming for y'all, man. Don't let me get 40 leagues. I'm trying to win them all. Keep Trade Cut got me at the 2 QBs and 9. People sleeping on my young QBs, man. Watch out. RBs and 1, of course. Bijan and Gibbs. Let me know what y'all think about the 2 teams I got. Those are my 2 first startup leagues, man. At this point in time, it's February. I'm super hyped. I finally got Dynasty League, so I got 3 orphans now, 2 startups. I can assume that you guys know what comes next. So if you guys are interested in seeing what happens in the next episode of Dynasty Diaries, hit that subscribe button, leave me a like, leave me a comment, tell me anything about y'all leagues, how many you're in, if you're in a startup, if you're looking for startups. I can let you know because I have so many leagues where those people have leagues and create more leagues, and that's how I ended up in 40 leagues. But I appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. It's Hutch. No off season. Catch you in the next one. Peace.